Today we're going to solve the merge two sorted lists problem on LeetCode. In this problem, you are given the heads of two sorted linked lists, list 1 and list 2. We need to merge the two lists into one sorted list. The list should be made by splicing together the nodes of the first two lists. And finally, we need to return the head of the merged linked list. So in example 1, we have these two lists, 1, 2, 4 and 1, 3, 4. The final result output would be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So let's go ahead and see how exactly we're going to solve this. Here I have a visual demonstration of the two lists. What we're going to do is first we're going to create a new list and we're going to give it any arbitrary value, for example 0. And then obviously we're going to create a pointer to that list. Let's call it dummy. Then we're going to create a pointer to that list. We can call it temporary, so T for temporary. So then we're going to compare elements from list 1 and list 2, and whichever one has the smaller value, we're going to say temporary.next. So the next element that's pointed to from our new dummy list is going to point to the value which is less than. Here it doesn't matter, it's just 1 and 1, so let's just say we did it here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to update our pointers. So since we compared this element, we're going to update it. So now it points to the next element, which is this one. And temporary would be updated as well to be actually this pointer. And then once we've compared each element and we've updated accordingly, we're going to return the new list that we created. Now, how are we going to return the new list we created? Well, once we create our list, we're going to call it something like dummy, for example. And dummy is going to be a pointer to that list. And we created a new pointer called temporary, which is equal to dummy. And we're going to be updating our temporary pointer, as you can see in the example, the aforementioned examples. And then once we're done, we just need to return dummy. So let's see how that looks like in code. So first we need to create the new list and pointer. So list node dummy is equal to new list node. And within this list node, you can add any arbitrary value. So we're just going to put 0, because in the end, we're not going to return dummy, but we're going to return dummy.next. So we don't really care about this value. We just needed to create the list. So then we need to create a pointer to that list, an additional pointer, so we can actually update it and move along the list. So list node temp is equal to dummy without affecting this pointer. What we're going to do is we're going to keep looping until both our lists become null. So while list 1 is not equal to null and list 2 is not equal to null. Now we're going to compare. So if list1.val is less than list2.val, then temp.next is equal to list1, and we need to update the pointer of list1, so list1 is equal to list1.next. Otherwise, temp.next is equal to list2, and then we need to update the pointer of list2. And once we compare and update our pointers, we obviously need to move our temporary pointer so we can keep adding elements to the list. So temp equals temp.next. Finally, if we're looping through the list and one of them become null, we're going to update our temporary pointer to the list that is not null, and we're going to add the remaining values to our list. So if list1 is equal to null, temp dot next equal to list2, and if list2 is equal to null, then temp dot next is equal to list1. Finally, we're going to return dummy dot next, so we don't take into account the arbitrary value which we created in the beginning. And we have an extra bracket here, so I'm just going to delete that and submit. Let's see if it worked. Awesome. So that was the merge to sorted list problem on LeetCode. I hope you found that video helpful, and thanks for watching.